Welcome once again into today's 820 episode. I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to go with me today in opening up today's open journal, today's public ledger, today's 500 seconds of the blockchain resilience. I hope that, I know that what I'm sharing with you may not be brand new rocket science or the next cure to the next virus in this world. But my ambition, my intention is for each episode to change your life. I cannot guarantee that, but I can guarantee is with each episode you listen to, I guarantee it will change your perspective of this present moment. All right, let's get into it for today. Today's topic is called It Is Written. It is written. Now, saying it is written, we got to get into what is the it I'm talking about, but let's start with this. Whatever it is, it was written by someone before or after you. It was written before or after me, when I became into this thing called the existence of life on this planet, just like you did. Now, something that is written, I said just now, maybe by someone before or after you, or maybe it was you. Maybe you wrote something like this that I'm trying to get into today. Words of encouragement, an entry into the blockchain resilience, a line written into today's daily diary or open ledger. But in any case, if you wrote it before or thought it before or someone wrote it before, maybe if it is written, all thing we're doing today is what we can call a recital, a review, a restatement of what has already happened or that's already been written. If you recall in an earlier podcast, I cited that essential statement in that movie by Mr. Christopher Nolan, Tenet. That movie was about inversions in reality, moving forward in a reverse memory or projection, moving forward yet against a memory that's reversing. I know I'm not trying to give you a spoiler alert or recanting or reciting the gist of the movie, but I just love the way he put it together and the way it was presented, how it made sense to me. Maybe I'm kind of twisted like that, but I really enjoy Mr. Nolan's movies like Tenet, Inception, and The Dark Knight. But back to the movie Tenet and that statement about if something's already been written, meaning it's already happened, but it's happening for us today in this moment, that to me reminds me of that movie. One thing that one of the main actors, I think his name is Robert Pattinson, he said something like that. I'm going to probably mess this up. I think it was like, whatever happened, happens. Sounds very simple as far as a statement, but that statement resonates with me every single day. Whatever happens, happened. So to tease out the title in this episode a little bit further, that statement, it is written, does not and should not imply something or anything as new. Maybe new to you, to me, and to your and to my awareness. But it has already been created and it already existed before my revelation or my coming to know it, whatever it is, but it's already been created. I'm just able now to perceive it, have a perspective on it. That's what I'm sharing with you in these episodes called 820. When we become suddenly aware of this new thing, consider that statement for this episode for your reference and for resilience. When that event or experience comes forward into your observation and that you receive it, just think about it this way. We are just walking into that experience. We're just walking into that here on earth heaven, walking into it. Also walk into that hell here and now as well. But we're walking into it, meaning you didn't create your situation. I didn't create my dilemmas and my conundrums and my challenges. They were set for me. I know I go back to that statement about that your fate is fixed thing by Mr. Thomas told me months ago, maybe a year ago. It sounds morbid unless you take a step back and sideways and look at it that way. Your fate is fixed, meaning the good, the bad, and the ugly. Not just the bad stuff that you didn't like. I'm having a bad day, having a bad year, having a bad whatever. But what about the good stuff? About that breath? What about that life? What about that light inside of you that's pushing you forward, that's enabling you to be here right now in this moment? And again, back to that fate thing that I mentioned in this series of 820 podcasts. We are walking, living, become more aware of what has already been written for us. Call it fate, call it destiny, call it karma. Maybe it was here hidden from you and I, or it's been sitting plainly in view by our programmed ignorance. So don't get caught up into the next shiny thing that comes across you or comes into your purview or comes within your financial means and you just have to have it or buy it or whatever. That thing already existed before you acquired it as yours. And just like the inspiration and direction and guidance that you need for your journey, follow the leader and the message in you. You are that leader. You are that message. You are your own purpose. You are your own reason for being here. No, you didn't self-create yourself. You were created. All you have to do, all I have to do, is take that resource. Take those advantages called life and love and blood and spirit and heart and energy and produce in accordance with what you know you were brought here to do. It is written, and now it is stated. Stay current. What time is it? It is always 8:20.